Hi, everybody. Julianna Forlano here for the Political Voices Network. In the headlines today, huge victory for democracy coming out of SCOTUS. Who saw that coming? And also, who saw this next apocalypse coming out of Florida? Stay tuned. Welcome to Headlines. I'm Julianna Forlano. This is the Political Voices Network. A huge victory for democracy coming out of SCOTUS, and kind of a surprise one, too, if you ask me. They rejected the independent legislature theory, which would have let state legislatures override the will of the voters. That's basically all. And that's the one that would have let them assign any electors they wanted in a presidential election. So no more fake elector schemes. That's good. This was pretty unexpected given the ideological makeup of the court. I mean, what could have happened to have changed their minds? Is it the fact that several of our chief injustices are currently being basically excoriated for being owned by billionaires? Could be all of that shame? Could the last year of shaming those corrupt, what I would call charlatans, because they're pretending to be impartial justices when clearly they are absolutely not. Could the year of shaming make them shy away from really revealing and showing their extremism to the fullest extent that their billionaire backers would have appreciated? I mean, if they voted to basically end democracy, maybe they would be out of a job, because why does an autocracy need a Supreme Court? I mean, just to do the look good, keep it looking like a democracy when it's really not sure. As I've said before, I think they're going for the illusion of impartiality while using the most important votes to advance their far right-wing Christian ideology, the totalitarian ideology that we've seen coming out of some of these right-wing and billionaire-backed folks. Do I have to call them justices? Anyway, remember last year at this time, women lost the right to bodily autonomy. For some, that meant to the right to their lives. This is, this electoral decision is not, it's not necessary. They have the states who can undermine the process of elections. They're doing a great job with voter suppression and, no voting other than election day, and you have to vote at the polls and shutting down the polling places, all of that. The three SCOTUS decisions around elections this session have actually temporarily halted the erosion of voting rights. Again, not such a huge hurdle to their goals of, their Christian ideology. It's the states are doing a good enough job disenfranchising the voters without the SCOTUS's help. But the relentless attack on voting rights, I think, still needs congressional action. So let's push our people to pass that John Lewis Voting Rights Act, which is not going anywhere at this moment. Next up, the big story about how Jesse Watters is taking over for Tucker Carlson. That was the big news report in the Washington Post. That was the big news report in a lot of different places. Jesse Watters is going to be the new Tucker Carlson. I don't think this was a story. I think the Washington Post and the other outlets basically gave Jesse Watters a lot of free media publicity. Jesse Watters was already on at 7 o'clock. Just moving him to 8 o'clock, where Carlson used to be, is not like a huge thing. It's not like they got Jesse Ventura off the bench and had him stand in for Tucker. They basically, Washington Post giving this guy, Jesse Watters, who, as you may recall, used to do like on the street ambushes for Bill O'Reilly. If you were watching Bill O'Reilly way back then, which I'm sure that you probably weren't. Anyway, this is the most interesting part of this guy, if you ask me. I mean, he's just like classic Fox, so there's really no need to is he racially insensitive? Is he, totally degrading to gays and lesbians? Is he a misleader of the people? Is he a propagandist? Yeah, he is. He is. You can look at his history yourself for that. But this is the thing that I found was interesting. His mom is a liberal, and his mom just excoriates him constantly with letters that he reads on the show. So anyway, shout out to people being powerless over how their kids turn out in a certain, look at Donald Trump's mom. She was wondering how it is that she could have had a kid turn out so bad, and she said as much. And in our final story, malaria has come to the shores of Florida. Now they have 2 deadly infestations there. Crazy Republicans and malaria-ridden mosquitoes. Actually, they have several. They still have the pythons. They also have the giant African land snail that is down there now eating up all the crops. They had that big section of ooze that came off the ocean. It doesn't seem like good things are coming to or from Florida. We'll keep an eye on this. You're watching the Political Voices Network. I'm Julianna Forlano. Thanks for watching. Hi, everybody. Julianna Forlano here for the Political Voices Network. We hope you're enjoying Political Voices and all the content we provide on the daily. Now, there are a few new programs in the wings that are going to launch just in time for election season. If you're able and would like to help us continue bringing you all this content, please help support us by clicking the join button. We're going to have some perks for members, including early video release. You get the information first. Members only chat rooms, live shows, member badges, all the good stuff and more, all coming soon. So click that join button if you can to support us. And rest assured, we will continue to bring you all the great content you have known from the Political Voices Network and more. Thanks so much. See you soon.